All right, our first guest truly defines the word superstar. For 3 decades now, she's maintained a monumental career, starting with the Supremes.
Ever wonder what Diana Ross's life was like before the glitz and glam? Or maybe you're curious about a movie she almost starred in. Hint: it became a huge hit with someone else. This video dives deep into the iconic Diana Ross, revealing 8 surprising facts that will change the way you see her. Get ready for behind-the-scenes drama, unexpected connections, and a whole lot of trivia that proves Diana Ross is more than just a superstar. She's a true force of nature. Born on March 26, 1944, in Detroit, Michigan, Diana Ross was raised in the Brewster Douglas Projects. This low-income housing facility wasn't just home to Ross. It was a cradle of musical talent. One of her neighbors was none other than Smokey Robinson. Imagine having Smokey Robinson as your childhood friend. Robinson, who would become one of the signature performers for Berry Gordy's Motown record label, introduced Ross to Gordy. When Ross formed an all-girl singing group called the Primettes with friends Mary Wilson, Florence Ballard, and Betty McGlown, it was Robinson who helped them get a foot in the door at Motown. It's safe to say that their neighborhood block parties were probably legendary. Despite their eventual fame, the Supremes, originally known as the Primettes, struggled in their early days. They were nicknamed the no-hit Supremes around Motown due to their lack of initial success. It took 3 years before they scored their first #1 hit with Where Did Our Love Go? In 1964. This success was followed by a string of hits, including Baby Love and Come See About Me. But before their big break, their plight was almost a cruel joke. Maybe their early years should have been titled, Where Did Our Hits Go? Ross's departure from the Supremes in 1969 was a dramatic affair. With Ross's star eclipsing those of the other members, tensions were high. In 1976, at the funeral of former member Florence Ballard, Ross made quite the entrance, emerging from a limousine with bodyguards. This ostentatious appearance led fans gathered outside to boo her. Note to self: even at funerals, subtlety goes a long way. It's a testament to how public perception can sometimes clash with personal circumstances. In 2000, Ross attempted a reunion tour with the Supremes, but it turned into a case of the Supremes, the remix no one asked for. Instead of original members Mary Wilson and Cindy Birdsong, Ross chose to tour with later additions Scary Payne and Linda Lawrence, who joined after Ross had already left. Wilson and Birdsong turned down a reported $3 million each, far less than the $15 to $20 million Ross was expected to earn. Unsurprisingly, fans were not impressed, and sluggish ticket sales led to the tour being canceled halfway through. Sometimes, nostalgia comes with a high price tag and low returns. Perhaps it's a reminder that some classics are best left untouched. In 1983, Ross demonstrated her star power by attracting an estimated 350,000 to 400,000 people for a concert in Central Park. The event, intended to raise money for the city parks department and a children's playground, hit a snag when a rainstorm forced the crowd to disperse just 25 minutes into her performance. Ever the professional, Ross tried to convince them to stay, but when the storm grew worse, she urged them to leave in an orderly manner. Ross performed a makeup concert the following night for approximately 350,000 people. Despite the financial loss from the initial cancellation, Ross donated $250,000 toward the playground out of her own pocket. Her dedication was so intense, it was practically a duet with Mother Nature. After her solo career took off, Ross tried her hand at acting. In 1976, screenwriter Lawrence Kasdan wrote The Bodyguard, a film about the romantic entanglement between a pop star and her personal security detail. Ross was supposed to star as the singer, with Steve McQueen playing the bodyguard. The project never came together with those two actors. Instead, it was made with Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner in 1992, becoming a classic. And fun fact, one of Ross's real-life bodyguards was none other than Mr. T. We pity the fool who tried to mess with her. One of Ross's most notable acting roles was as Dorothy in The Wiz, a 1978 reimagining of The Wizard of Oz, produced by Berry Gordy. Ross recorded a tie-in album, Diana Ross Sings Songs from The Wiz, expected to be released in 1979. However, after the film failed to perform at the box office, Motown canceled the album's release. It wasn't made publicly available until 2015. It's like finding a musical time capsule. You never know what treasures or disco-era flops you might unearth. Despite 12 nominations, Diana Ross had never won a Grammy. This glaring oversight was rectified in 2012 when she received a Lifetime Achievement Award. It's about time. The Grammy Awards are clearly playing catch-up with her greatness. Early in 2019, she appeared at the 61st Annual Grammys for a performance commemorating her 75th birthday, further cementing her status as a music legend. Diana Ross's career is a testament to her talent, resilience, and star power. From humble beginnings to global superstardom, she continues to inspire and entertain. Here's to Diana Ross, still coming out and still going strong.